Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Cuff Mini Pendant. This is going to be the medium size, the one that's 5.4 inches in diameter. Lots to look at here. So let's get into the size of the fixture body itself, and that's going to be the glass and the part above it that's holding the socket. You're looking at 7.5 inches high and then 5.4 inches in diameter, and that's going to be the glass below it. Overall height, now we're talking about the distance from the bottom of the fixture, bottom of glass, to the ceiling. It's going to encompass everything. 10.5 inches at its shortest and 55.4 inches at its longest. If you need this to be longer than long, so longer than 55.5, you're going to send me a quick email and say you're looking at the 187330, and I'm going to take your email, I'm going to send it through Hubbardton Forge's Customs Department and Engineering. It's going to come back to us with an answer of what we can do for you. It's going to add a little more time, a little more money, but we do customs every day. It's not a big deal. I do them every day, set like 6 days a week. So don't be afraid to ask. It's always free to ask, right? Let's get into the size of, well, actually, you know what? I want to touch on that. 10.5 inches is great for this fixture because it becomes a semi-flush, and you'll notice this is in our semi-flush area on our website. You can use this in all kinds of places. You'll be able to use this in hallways and bathrooms and laundry rooms, also in stairways too. It's a great fixture. Let's get into how it all works. So Hubbardton Forge is using a system of these interconnecting rods. They have threading on the ends. Also going to be coming with these little connectors, and what you're going to be doing is just putting them together. It makes it super easy. To show you more information about this, we're going to look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on this side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. Full parts list is going to be there. It's going to show you all about the socket. It's going to show you everything about the canopy. Good drawings are going to be there too, so take advantage of that. It's going to show you how it hangs on a normal junction box. It's not very heavy, so it hangs just from this with no weight restrictions. How we put this together, you're going to be putting two towels on a counter, end to end, and you're going to make just a place where you can put all the different pieces down in a line, starting with the part that has the socket and kind of working with a connector and then a pipe and a connector and a pipe, and then finally the canopy on the end. You're going to snake those wires through each of those pieces, get them where you want them to be, and then you're just going to screw them together. It makes it totally easy to do that. Glass doesn't go on until the very end, so we'll talk about that in just a little bit too. Okay, canopy on the ceiling, 5.5 inches in diameter. It's going to go over your, like I said, 4-inch J-box. Slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees. So if you guys have a cathedral ceiling, we have you covered already. That's another reason why this would be good in stairs. A lot of stairways have slope ceilings at the top. So it has a knuckle built into the top of this, so it automatically can go to 45 degrees without any problem at all. Okay, let's touch on glass really quick. Hubbardton Forge sources their glass from the best glass makers all over the world. Unlike any other company, this is unbelievably substantial glass. The quality of Steuben, if you guys remember Steuben glass, this is a nice heavy glass, very thick on the bottom, very thick to begin with all the way through. It's an amazing piece. Can't say enough about it, and that's the same for all Hubbardton Forge glass. It's pretty. When you come into our showroom, you're amazed at how beautiful the glass is to begin with. Let's get into a couple other things on this. Let's talk about what's inside. You're going to be using a G9 socket. And a G9 socket basically just accepts the little prongs on the bottom of the G9 bulb, which come in both halogen and LED. This is going to be rated for 60 watts for the heat generated by an incandescent bulb, which is going to be a halogen in this case. But you can also go LED without any problem. The trick with this cuff and the other two cuffs that are also part of this family is you really want to try to go for an LED that's a little bit more on the shorter side. You don't want it cresting the bottom of the cuff part. You don't want to see it poking down. So you want to try to get something that's more along the lines as small as the halogen bulb that would normally come with this. But anyway, this is a LED that I'm kind of talking about. This is a 60 watt equivalent. This is also a 60 watt equivalent phosphorus version of it. Let's see how much taller that is. So when you go on online, you can go to Home Depot or those kind of places. But honestly, the best place to go find LEDs for this is going to be Amazon. So go on Amazon, put in G9 LED into the search up above, and all these are going to pop up. So you're going to have tons and tons of different LEDs popping up. Phosphorus ones, the ones they call cob LEDs that look like corn cobs. But like I said, the trick is going to be try to find something that's kind of powerful, puts out a lot of lumens, but is more on the shorter side. That's going to be the best thing to do. Okay. I also talk about the color of light all the time. It's something I'm always talking about. So 2700 Kelvin is going to be something that's going to be like an incandescent bulb that's been dimmed down a lot, almost like a setting sun. There's not a lot of that out there anymore. 3000 Kelvin is kind of the norm, and that's warm white. The light coming down on my hands right now, this is 3000 Kelvin, and this is, a lot of people think this is an incandescent bulb when they come in. They don't even believe that it's an LED. It looks great. It makes everything look great, and that's something you should definitely look at. If you're looking at bulbs and you see the word daylight, be very careful, because people think that daylight is like a warm setting sun. It is not. It is a cold hospital waiting room. That's going to be that blue light, and that's going to be 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin on the Kelvin scale. So the best thing to do, look for a bulb that's a little bit more on the squatty side, maybe like a 60 or a 75 watt equivalent, and then also one that is dimmable. That's going to be very important, because this is a dimmable fixture without any problem. And then just make sure that you're going for a 3,000 Kelvin. Let's get into finishes now. If you're on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over on this side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a tab. It's going to say Finishes Help Guide. Click on that for me. There's going to be a video on there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be talking about a chart a little farther down on the page. You'll see it next to me here. It's going to kind of go over the differences between heavy forging and non-heavy forging, and it'll be talked about in that video. So it's really important that you kind of watch the video, use the chart. You can click on that chart on different things. So you can click on dark smoke and a big page will pop up and show you lots of different things in dark smoke. Click on burnished steel or natural iron, it'll do the same thing. But it's really important that you understand how Hubbardton Forge's finishes are kind of divided into translucent and opaque, and how they can look on different fixtures. Our showroom in Vermont has we're up to 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's on Display page. It's way up there in those red tabs again, so click on that and you can see what we have to show you. That changes all the time because we're always adding things as they come out. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. We have an amazing clearance center here too. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you were coming to visit us, bring a good-sized vehicle, something like a big SUV or maybe a small truck or something like that, because you might find something in the clearance center that you want to take home, and it's a lot of fun to go through. 75% off MSRP is an amazing bargain, so you should really take advantage of it if you can. Like I said, we're open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400 during business hours. You can email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. We love to answer emails. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else even comes close to that. Some larger items are non-returnable. We'll always tell you about that. It'll be in the description thing, that part of the description underneath on the very bottom. So keep an eye out for that. We also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. They don't stock anything. That's how you're going to get all your finishes, your adjustable ranges to play with, all those things. We can cut that time in half, and it's super inexpensive. If you want to know more, drop a quick email and I can walk you through the whole thing, okay? So if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Love to see you in our showroom sometime, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.